Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. I had to do a double take because it was like saying I was offline, and now it's saying I'm online. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. How's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope it's good. Hope it's good. I've been working a little bit more on the biome setup since yesterday. So that's good. Other than that, it might actually turn into a series, like a full series. So we will see. We will see how it goes. I can hope for good things, basically. And we'll go from there. Other than that, let me see if I can actually show you guys a little bit. Let me show you something cool, potentially. I'll show you in a little moment. Once it loads up. But we're almost there. We're almost there with the boss. We got one more ability to do. It's a good one. It's a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I think it's loaded up pretty much. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. This is my amazing biome setup, which still needs to, I need to implement the partitioning. Partitioning is important because this is all still under one graph, so I can partition the entire thing. So that's gonna be the hope. But look, there's rocks and there's a little grass and there's some trees. It's isn't it amazing? It's a little more interesting when you notice it is a well, a spline, and it is more dense on the inside compared to the outside. There's a fall off to it, so it's like a transition. And not only that, you can control this transition with a spline. So if I do like this, and then I go ahead and regenerate it. Look at that. I can have all sorts of fun with this. I can have all sorts of fun with this. You can get different designs and different kind of transitional sections. By doing this. You do one of these. Now it's like all I need is the center. You know? Play around with the curve. You know, get different results. So, yeah. Gotta play around with it a little bit more, but yeah, you control the right now what goes in it. It has a good old data asset. Set up the meshes and all that good stuff. Change the scale. all that good stuff. So, yeah. It's a start. But the main thing is it doesn't require you to have a massive landscape. You can do this on whatever you want. That's the best part. You want to put it onto a you want to put it on a mesh? Go put it on a mesh. You want to put it on, you know, something else? Go put it on something else. It does not matter. You have full control. So, right. So we have a lot going almost all the way to the edge here versus having almost nothing to the edge. And obviously we can have a relative transition here. We're gonna have just general transition. Actually, I have a. It'll be probably easier to see if I turn off the self-pruning. Just realized. There we go. That's probably easy to tell. Alright, so it's very dense in the middle and less dense at the edges. You can even see it even more if I do this. Kind of what happens. Just get a real weird graph, right? Even more dense, less dense. So it is transitioning, right, from one section to another, which is pretty cool. And you can control this per biome, quote unquote. Yeah. Same thing here, or rather, here. Regenerate this one. Right. This one has its own curve. Straighten it out. Oh. We got controls. Hey, just a dude, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Do you upload these streaming sessions for later viewing? Yeah, they're always available on the channel. Automatically. Just go to the live tab, and you'll get all of them. Yeah, this is just a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for Sunday. It might turn into a full series. I don't know, because there's a lot that could go into this, but I want to do like a basic setup, and then just open it up to people if people want me to. See, see it further developed for whatever reason. Oh, thank you. I don't know if the live streams are a reason to subscribe, but thanks. Load them up, load them up. Should probably open up this, because we're working on the pillars of drums. All right, we're going to start with the fact that they need to drop down in a pillar. Probably also in the center. Probably have everything in the center. Everything must be in the center. Everything. Let's go here. Because yesterday we finished setting up the transition. The phase. Oh, we never. You know what we didn't do yesterday? Before we do that, we should set up the transition. We never set up the transitioning. We set up having phase 1 and phase 2, but we never set up having transition to phase 2. We should do that first. So, okay. Hmm. Hum, hum, hum. I could do... I need this to be outside of this section. There it is, outside. So I have this outside. So what I could do is... This will need to transition uncompleted to the original route. And we will transition him to this game ourselves. Then it's complaining about this. Okay, fine. You know, we won't have it there. We won't have it. We'll put it back. We'll put it back. So it doesn't complain. Where's memory game? It will come over here, and then come back here. So this will select by utility. This has no utility, so it'll never go here. Actually, this can go under root, but I need it to be outside here. Oh, here. There we go. We can do this. Okay, so it has the memory game. So we need to go and transition to the memory game on an event. So we need to unroot. Probably you should use a gameplay tag. On event. So we have the phases. We could make a new one. Like a transition one. You guys can't see. Gonna get transition gameplay tag. And then we can activate the gameplay tag in a specific time. And then we can put it at the top. I got ideas. Let's make a new one. AI dot I guess it's boss transition phase. Probably fine. Add new tag. And instead of this here, we're instead going to take this memory game. I'm actually going to put it right before combat. So it'll go here, but only if enter condition has tag transition phase. Let's contain herbs. Transition phase here. And this becomes actor gameplay tags. So if he has this this tag, it will happen. Now, so that means if he's in the middle of some other combat maneuver or movement, he will not do it. He'll do it as soon as he's done, theoretically. So all we need to do is when we do damage taken and we swap to the new phase, We also add another tag. I guess we need to add it in both scenarios, so I'll just do it here. So we'll add transition face here. And then in the event graph, when we do the memory drums thing, right? At this point, we can go ahead and say remove gameplay tag, transition phase, so that way it doesn't do it multiple times. So let's see. Okay, he's doing this ability. Okay. Quickly. Okay, well, got it in. Hit him. He's stunned. Ah, he does the drums. Okay. Pink, orange, white, yellow, blue, green. 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 And after he's back, he should no longer do that ability. He's now to do something else. Yep, and he's doing the regular attacks. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, well that was easy. Oh, you know what we haven't changed though, that I meant to? Is his distance to me. His attack common range is 500. That's way too low. 1000 at the very least. And also let's do 1000. Let's do 1000. And I'm almost tempted actually to put the projectile attack inside of the chase player group. So when he's chasing only does he do the projectile, so that he doesn't want to do it in melee. Okay, fine, I'll look at the entire thing. Delete all of these. Let's move you here. And then I will do a set of an order, random weighted by utility. This will have a utility of, I don't know, 0.25. And this will have a utility of 1. I guess this has a cooldown, so I guess I can increase it. You just have it go off of cooldown. So let's double check. This works. Oh boy, run! I'm dead. Oh, I'm somehow not dead. I got caught out. Okay. Any to the next layer? Ah, shit. That was the rotation. I saw it. Hit it. I think I clipped a little bit there. Maybe not. I missed the entrance. There it is. Okay. Okay, well, I made it. Okay, so I need him to shoot me with a projectile when he's in range. He's chasing me here. Ah, he didn't. He did this. Okay. I mean, it should work. This, though, should it not have a timer, the chase player? Move to player. Condition if time is greater than 2.5 seconds. So I guess it was just randomizing to the chase every time. We'll say 2 seconds. I'm going to change the 2.5 to 2. It'll affect everyone, but I think it's fine. Okay. With that, let's go ahead and do the stacking the drums. So what we want is for these guys to drop and stack. And I believe we wanted these to stack to 5 tall. Because if I put you on top of them, I think that was what I wanted. Apparently, he can still do things from up there. Disable. Now he cannot do anything from there. Okay. A couple of things. Do we want to make the drums bigger? Possibly. So right now they're like the size of the smaller ones that we had before. If I made them like a little wider. If we went with this is the size of the big drum from before. What if we did 3 of these? Would that be too much? Because it certainly would be higher. Yeah, it's a bit too high. You cannot really see him unless you go all the way here. And I'd like to be able to see him. So I think we do go with this size. Put you in the center, put you in the center. Excuse me. He can do his little dance up there. So, okay, let's have first the drums drop down and stack. And go from there. This is the drum stack. Drum stack. Thinking. physics constraints not really going to work for us, right? So we'll need to do, unless we add multiple physics constraints, which might be what we do. That might be what we do. Drum. One. So this is gonna be 6 by 6 by 4. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So we go with this. Then for all of them, enable physics. Then we want to do a physics constraint. This can only do 2 at a time, which is kind of unfortunate because we have 5. Drum 1. 2. Duplicate. 3. 4. Duplicate. Drum 5. Okay. For all of these, we're going to have locked XY, free on Z, limited on all of these to 5 degrees, 10 degrees. 10 degrees of rotation, and locked otherwise. Okay. Then, pick all of you.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And then wait for ads. What? We want to put these in the air, but I guess I want to put them a little bit spaced out in the air so they go poof, poof, poof. I can do that by doing a loop at all of them, by making this an array, looping in all of them, and setting their position to be based off the index of the loop. That'll probably work. Theoretically. We'll find out if not after this short commercial break. Your OCD is slightly triggered by drum 5 being at the bottom of the list. I didn't order this. This just, because if I duplicate this drum 6, it's on the bottom. Duplicate it again. Oh, look, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. 6. Yeah, blame this on the horrible auto-sorting version that it does. I don't even know what it's based on. It's not alphabetical. It's not by when it's created. It's just, I don't know. I feel like this right now. That's the order it decides to sort things at automatically. And you can't reorder them. I hate it. I hate it all. Not enough to stop using it, mind you. But I don't understand it. That should be like one of those questions that is asked at a panel. If they ever have a Q&A, I'd want to ask, why is it that the component section in the blueprints randomly reorder themselves when you add or remove components instead of staying where they are or being able to manually place where they are? We tend to complain about things we like. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we also complain about things we don't like. So we just complain. Such as we. What? Oh, set relative location. Yeah, I realized my mistakes. I realized my mistake. Humanity shared trait. Yeah. You saw the realization as you hit enter. Yeah, it's all good. Just say 1,000, and then we just do an add here. That there. They're all movable. Well, couple of problems. Starting is with, why are they offset? Why are they offset? I have locked X and Y motion. Excuse me? How? Does bound? I don't care if bounds causes shifting. I have X and Y motion locked. It should not be able to move in X or Y. Also, why is this one on the ground? See, they're moving a little over. They're not moving enough to fall down, but they're definitely moving over. Why does this one start on the ground? Oh, because it's 0. I know why. I know why for that one. Actually, I don't want to do that. Just do plus 1,000. There you go. Right, that seems like it all lines up. Okay. What if I tell it they can't rotate? Okay. What if I tell it that it's extremely heavy? It's better. That's better. Like, as long as it's consistently, like, okay at the top, like, I don't mind it not perfectly stacking up. But as long as it's okay at the top, which seems like it is. Although, it's sometimes moved a little too much, but I guess it's still okay. Okay, now it's now. But I give it even more mass. Increase friction? I'll see if that's an option. That's better. Even more mass. Oh, come on. What was that? It was fine until the last one hit it. Can I even... Is the friction even a thing? I can't... There's no friction control. Projection linear... If the joint error is above this distance after the solve phase, the child body will be teleported to fix the error. If enable projection is true. Okay, so this doesn't help. My projection is not true. Shock propagation. Shock propagation increases the mass of the parent body for the last duration of the position. Let's try this thing, whatever this is. I don't have any of these controls you speak of. Okay. Okay, that's just... How? How? How could this happen? I think it was this. I think it was setting this twist and swing that I didn't do before. Which I think I might have done on the other one. Did I do it here? Yeah, it's in twist and swing. This. So now if I put this back to 5. This should work, I think. Why? I just want it to fall down. Like, I know I can, like, hard code it, but it looks nicer when it's more natural like this, but this is just... Decrease mass? I don't think that's the solution for some reason. Like, that doesn't seem like the solution. What I could try doing, I don't know why it's so bouncy off each other. I don't know. What I could try doing is decrease the mass every one above. So, for example, 100, 1,000. Well, I guess let's say 200, 300, 400. So the bottom one's the heaviest and gets lighter every time. Does that help? No, that doesn't. No, the only obs I have shock propagation. That's it. Mass conditioning. Whether mass conditioning is enabled for this joint, mass conditioning applies a non-physical scale to the mass and inertia of the two bodies that only affects this joint. So the mass and inertia ratio are smaller. This helps stabilize joints where the bodies are very different sizes. There's no shouldn't have any. It can lead to unrealistic behavior, especially when collisions are involved. I guess turn this off. I guess let's try that. Use linear giant solver. Slower and more convert. No. To reset the spring test length from the linear deformation. No. I have it locked. Like, I have movement locked. Why does it do this? Like, okay. Like, seriously. Seriously. What the shit? What if I have only one per? So drum 1 here. Drum 2. Drum 3. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only one per. I know you're throwing out the physics term, but none of the physics terms are inside of the settings I have. Like, I know those physics terms too, but they're just not options for me. So, like, it's not... Right? I don't have these options. Estimation real, I know, right? Okay, what if I don't use any of these? And then I just do lock position, lock rotation here. Mode. Custom plane. Locks physical movement along a custom plane, giving your normal. Yes, these. It slid a little bit still somehow. Okay. Well, fuck you. No, you know what? Just fuck you. Just, what is the point of this constraint if it doesn't work? So right now it's locked to X and Z only, but yeah, then this happens. So it's frozen. Constraints. Frozen in X and Y. It's frozen X and Y. Why? Linear dampening. There it is. Oh, but linear damp, that's right. Well, that's why I don't want to affect it, because linear dampening is not friction, because it stops it from moving entirely. Angular dampening, I don't know. Okay. Maybe we could use angular dampening might have solved our problem. So it bounces, but it bounces up now. Okay. I think it's consistent now. Because if it doesn't angle, then it doesn't, you know, move at an angle. Okay. Set relative location and rotation, please. And then for rotation, we'll just do a random floating range. Now here's the question. What happens if it's underneath me? Oh my god, it's actually fine. The angular dampening kills all rotation, basically. And it's actually fine. Even I can be underneath it. And we're still okay. Phew. I think it's usable. Okay. And now they're facing a random rotation, all of them. You should be able to say, by the way, you should be able to say shit and stuff like that now. I found a setting that I missed before, and I turned off basic moderate, like basic filtering on YouTube to none for live streams. Theoretically, the censoring you had to do yourself because it wouldn't send it should theoretically be fine now. If you want, test it. But theoretically, there's no way for me to know because I never saw those original messages. So I can't say for certain. Hopefully you made a "what up YouTube" intro joke that said no, you won't be saying that. Made a "what up YouTube" intro joke and said no, you won't. Oh, yeah. Well, now you can say it. He went through. You include like a sub and stuff like that. Oh. Either way, now it should be no filters. That means I have to be the one filtering stuff, but it was just filtering things that just shouldn't be filtered. So I'd rather be the one in charge of my own messages, of my own chat, you know. So not like an automated system that won't even tell me what someone wrote. Because on Twitch, like Twitch has its auto bot, but the auto bot message is like, so and so try to send this. Do you want to approve it or do you want to deny it? You know, or just will tell you that, hey, this sentence contains like a banned word or something, and they won't let you post it at all. It doesn't just send it and then you just don't see it, which is the worst thing YouTube can do. Okay, so we now have this, right? We have the stack. So we could have this be done a few different ways. Okay, we could have it be where you have to hit the drums and have him come down, or we can hit like musical notes around, and those are the ones that make it come down. Or we can have the original, which is you hit the drums and make him come down, but there's multiple pillars and he can jump onto another pillar. But if he jumps onto another pillar, then you're not motivated to hit the one he's on. Because if he always jumps, then obviously you'll always go for the other ones, but you don't know which one he jumps on, so... What was this phase? I forgot the mechanics. Basically, a pillar of drums comes down, he jumps on top of them, as with like every other phase. He jumps on top like this, and then basically a timer will start, and you have to do something to these drums, which I just realized have to be their own individual actors. Crap. Because I'm going to destroy them. So he comes down. He comes crashing down, 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 down. And then when he's all the way to the ground, his ability stops. But when he's not all the way on the ground, Then if the timer runs out, he like jumps off and does like a massive AoE across the entire area, based on how many drums are left. But I just realized that we did this whole stacking things with components, and I'm going to do this with actors because I'm going to need to make it so I can hit these individually. Good job, me. Hey, you guts. No Friday. It is Thursday. Don't do this to us. Don't give us the hope of Friday when it's still Thursday. That's so mean. We're doing your favorite thing, figuring out gameplay mechanics. Friday more like lie day, yeah. Well, for you in 30 minutes. For me, it's another 4.5 hours. Yeah, it's a little bit of time. We're trying to figure out the mechanics for this. So we got this, and then I just realized I have to change this so it uses actors for all of these. So I'll have to redo this.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And then as decided to play, so yeah, sell the stacking drums, and then I need to redo the stacking drums a different way. So good job, me. It was like a good waste of time. But the thing I'm trying to figure out is what's the best way to do the mechanic? Do I attack the drums? And then I need to do enough damage to the drums, like as a DPS check? Or do I need to like go around the map and maybe hit some musical notes that fall down? And that's what, if I hit like a note, maybe there's like 5 notes scattered around the area, I have to find them and hit them down in time? Or are there multiple pillars and then the boss jumps between them? But then if he jumps between them, then how do I get him knocked down? Because then do I hit the ones he's on or the one he's not on if he's guaranteed to jump? You can copy paste the physics though, not always. Yeah, I know. I can keep pretty much everything I've done except some things will be just simplified. I'll need to make a I'll need to make a blueprint for a blueprint, basically. It's fine. Something we've got to figure out is how best, because the idea was he's on a stack and then we get him down. But behind that, since it's a music box, I think you should play with sounds. You would imagine something like match the boss sound? Well, this is not a music thing. No, this is a different ability entirely. We're starting a new thing. New thing today. We finished the other one. He's on a pillar. We need to get him down. Break the drum so he falls down, goes down to the ground. And when he's all the way in the ground, his ability gets stopped. If he's still on top of drums, he jumps off, slams down, and big like area-wide AoE. So you're trying to get him onto the ground and break his drums. They're good. Okay, this drum stack drum. I don't need all of these, so this one. That means I don't need this. Which means I don't need all of this because the placement will be all set up for me. Yeah, I don't need any of this. The only thing I need is a drum and a dream. There we go. And then on this one, this is the spawner, so I don't need any of these. Right? And then I do a for loop, probably. Because we have 5, and then we do any of this. Spawn actor from class. Location will be the index. Well, I guess here. Multiply 1000 and Z by this. We'll have multiple. Oh, that's what we're trying to figure out. Because I was thinking, if I had one stack, then you have to knock him down. If I have multiple stacks, then he needs to be able to probably go between stacks. But if he goes between stacks, then do you hit the one he's on? But if he moves, then you're not motivated to hit the one he's on. And then if it's a timed thing, then does he move at certain times only? And then he has a chance to move or not move? Right? I haven't thought it through enough, as you can tell. But there could be multiple stacks. Yeah, I don't think that's in the right place. Oh. This times this, yes, and then plus get accurate location. This is another case where I have an idea and it sounds really cool, and then when you start to execute upon it, you realize there's a bunch of holes in the plan. And now I gotta figure out those holes and stuff them and clog them. You know? Heyo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, look at that. Look at that beautiful stack. Get them holes. Yeah, we gotta fill the holes. No holes allowed. Cool, so we have the stack. Right, so that's working now. Let's modify the collisions of these. Block static, block pawn. Do this for character. You have one stack and 3 drums around. Each drum for a note. The stack has a different note drums. You need to hit the drums that match the current drum on the floor so they resonate and break. So it's like the memory game, except... Well, hold on. Let's see if I understand it correctly. So he's on, you know, a pillar of drums. Right. He's here. Right. That's his pillar of drums. And around him is drums with the notes like the other just realized this way is like the other one, and then you need to hit the one that corresponds to like here to break this one, and then you have to hit this one, and you have to hit this one. Would that not be too simple? I was thinking like more of like a DPS check, because we already have a memory thing. This doesn't really hit the right order under a time limit. I feel like it's too simple, because we already have a right order one with a memory one. I'd want to do something different. I don't want to do a just hit the right order anymore. I feel it's too similar. It's not a memory, it's more of an agility test. Well, okay, well, is it though? Because if he's here, and let's say you have this, can they have the same one twice? Can you have this note, then this note, then back to this note, then back to this note? No, I agree with you. The DPS check is just boring. That's why I was trying to figure out a an interesting thing. Could have the same note twice. Okay, so then what we could do is, I mean, I could reuse the same 6 drum notes. Okay, we would need to have it then reverberate with the top one. The thing is, right, the way our notes are currently configured, the notes are on the tops, not on the sides. So you wouldn't see what note is on these drums. You'd only see the note on the top one. So we need to go with the top one, which I guess is fine. Yeah, break from top to bottom, yeah. Which makes things a little bit easier as well. So what we can do is, if you break one of these, it will break this one if it matches. And then it would need to respawn. Right, it would need to respawn. Because just in case it happens, there's another one here. Yeah. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Generally speaking, is good. It's somewhat similar to what the player already knows. It's not bad to be similar. No, I think this is fine. I'm now trying to think of what's the best way to do it. You don't need the bottom one to go away? I do. I'd want all of them to go away. The way I'm thinking of it is he's on a stack of currently 5. That's what we found as like the highest we can go. And basically that's 100% of his massive attack, which is going to be a massive attack. But every drum you take away, because there's 5, will be 20% damage reduction of his massive attack. And if you make him all the way to the bottom, then he gets stunned and he doesn't do his massive attack. He basically doesn't do the massive attack. The one the player will hit to resonate, you don't need to go away. The one the player will hit to resonate. What is that? I don't follow. What do you mean? I thought we're just, it shows the symbol, you go to the drum and you hit that drum that matches the symbol. What you talking about resonating for? I thought we just matched the icon to see what the icon's there and you hit that drum. If there's a different icon, you hit the other drum. What are the 6 drums that are around? Okay. Those the player hit to match the sound, you don't need to go away. Oh, you mean like, yeah, I can do enough damage and then this one will go away instead of this one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to have these vanish. I could just have this one vanish, yeah. Yep. So what we need to do is spawn the pillar with... Good, you say you're typing right now? Good. So I guess what we need to figure out now is spawning this pillar What did I do? Oh, because it's still a physics body. When you just spawn this this pillar with the symbols. Okay. Hey, Gasser, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Probably just copy it from here. Also, you keep thinking in ways to use those sounds. I think they're the right ones to use with this character. Yeah, definitely. I'll put them in after all the abilities are in. That'll be the easiest time to figure out like where they could go. Are we cooking a new attack? Yep. Yup. It's new and it's wonderful. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever created. Random int in random integer, I guess. Exclusive max. They changed this. I don't think it used to say exclusive max. I think it used to say something else. And then, I mean, no, maybe it did always say exclusive max. And I was thinking of this where it says max -1, where it said. So I'd want to know which ones we're doing. So what we want to do is every loop. Well, I guess let's collapse this to a local variable, a function. I mean, spawn drum pillar, so I can promote this to a local variable. And then we can do a new array. Chosen symbols. Oops. This is a integer array. And we just add to it. We want to make sure that we clear it first, just in case. If you want to ask, how do you keep track of the attack per character? Do you code them all in the character directly? Yeah, code all. There's no coding here. Well, it depends. Is the attack going to happen on multiple characters potentially? Yes or no? This is very much this character only is going to be doing all of this. But it's still, the ability happens basically from a blueprint. So if I want to, I could have someone else spawn this blueprint setup. Like there's a bunch here. Like for example, the jump slam. He does a jump up and a slam down. The slam down has an option of do the AoE attack. But if I don't want the AoE attack, anyone can do this. And maybe I'll set up something that allows me to change what AoE attack it does, animation does. And then I'll be able to use this with everyone. Right? Jump to center, slam down again. Very much generic. Spawn this hole in ring is his specific ability. You know, it all depends. A projectile attack, everyone has the same projectile attack. I specify the animation and it takes care of everything. So it all depends on, is the attack just for that character and will never be used by anyone else, like a boss ability? Or is it like, oh, it's for shooting a projectile, so everyone's going to be potentially having a projectile, so that's very generic. Okay, this there was like only 2 nodes within these 5, and now we're getting okay. Now we're fine. 3 of these are the same. Oh, also, I just realized I'm doing all the way to 8 on this. Well, I guess I could, you know what? I can make it 8 for this final one. This final one will have 8 different options to hit. Why not? I have it set up for 8, which is even crazier that it's repeated 3 in a row, 2 in a row, when it's one, I mean, it's one of 8, but still. The amount of repeating on the here is actually quite high. Like these two are the same. It's fine, I guess. It works. Also, how are those two the same color or look the same? Oh, it looks orange. I guess it depends on just the lighting. Yellow, orange. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's going by so fast that I just don't notice it. Either way, it works. And now we have a list of all the symbols. So the next thing we want to do is spawn the drums again all the way around. So I guess we'd want to spawn him the same way we did here. Let's do all these. I want to spawn something else. Like it would be a different blueprint, but I could still take all of this, paste it here. For now, the number of drums will not be randomized, so it'll just be 7. So this will be 8. 360 divided by 8. 45. I don't know why I'm doing the math on that. 45. And then the position, I kind of want them to come down also in order, because I think that would look cool. We don't ruin the game while I'm gone. Okay, guys, quickly. While Guts is away, we gotta ruin the game. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he meant when he said don't ruin it. It was a reverse psychology move. I've read about this. So we need to ruin the game before he's gone to surprise him. How do we ruin the game before he comes back? I do 1 and 8. It'll still do the same things, but then I can do here of a multiply by 1,000. What can we do? If only I had... I wish I had another character like a monkey that I could put here. That'd be funny. Comes back and there's a monkey. And then our explanation will be, well, it's a tower. Monkeys like to climb. But no. I don't have a monkey. Anyone want to get me a monkey? Let's take you. I'm gonna copy you here. Well, I guess I don't need to. I don't need to copy it all. I don't need you. But what we do want to do is, I guess, well, there are some things we want to grab from here. So I want to add interface. damaged. Take you. Oh. So only trigger off of regular attacks. Okay, there's more things. Okay, we don't want to care about this. Call index trigger. We don't want to do all this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so when we hit this, when we hit the drum, it should trigger this, but we only do that. Wait. I put this in the wrong thing. Good job, me. Good job, me. I'm the best. I like how I copied the function that this is referencing to, and it still didn't realize this. Yeah. So this is also on the wrong thing.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Huh? God damn it. Just don't worry about it. Just don't. What? Static mesh. Why are these static meshes? Wait, but that's the. I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. I managed to confuse myself, but having too many things called the same thing, and Wait, is this... Did I do something on this one? No, right? No, this is seem like it. I might have broken something else. Just don't worry about it. Just... I see to check that the memory game isn't broken. Just you want to tell Guts? I appreciate it. We just need to get it working before he comes back, and I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, it's because I disabled. No, not this one. I'm dead. Okay. Still works. Yellow, orange, purple, white, blue, green. Yellow, orange, pink, white, blue, green. Yellow, orange, pink. Okay, we're fine. It's fine, it's fine. Not everything is entirely broken. It's fine. We continue. We do not have to, tug the guts. Okay. You can go away. Okay, so our drums here. Okay, we cannot hit these. Because... Oh, block character. Okay. Well, we can hit those, but I don't want to hit those. God damn it. We're no longer care about hitting those. So you remember the first thing that I did that I had to undo because I was like, oh, well, then they need to be accurate because we need to hit them and break them? Well, we need to go back to the one where before I'd said that and redid everything and changed everything. We need to go back to that I mean, okay, we don't have to go back to that one specifically. Okay, we don't have to go back to that one specifically, okay? We could just reuse this one. We don't want this. We want drum stack drum. And this is going to be surrounding drum. Okay, and on the drum stack drum, I love how it closed everything. We don't want all of this. We don't want this character collision. We do want this. This is fine. And we want all the physics. Everything's fine. And we just don't want to have this interface. Okay. So now it's going to have a pillar that I cannot hit. Okay. No, it's fine. No. We're fine, Zebra. See, everything's fine. We cannot hit this. Everything is fine. Okay? Shh. Okay. Right. All good. Beautiful. So now we just need to have that spawn the other drums that are around it, which is going to be this. Where's this from? Okay, I can get rid of that. Surrounding drums. Okay. And the symbol is not the index here. Oh, the symbol is the, yes, the symbol is the, yeah, no, that's correct, that's correct. And then we'll do a delay, I don't know, like 5 seconds. And then we do spawn surrounding drums. It's fine, it's fine. Nothing has been broken. We have made progress. Okay, right. We have this pillar. And then we get this. Now, I think they spawn a little bit too close. So what we need to do is increase the height of them. 3,000? Might be too high. Probably 2,000 is the right number. They really bounce, my god. $2,000. Oh, it's because the mass is against tiny. We'll put the mass back up. That should help a bit. I'm not touching the mass on this thing. Oh my, oh, do we just have 4 of the same one? Still absolutely flying, basically. Can we have even less falling? Or less flying? 1 in 8 chance for a for one to appear. So it's 1 in 8 times 1 in 8 times 1 in 8, right? Yeah, there's 3 repeats, or is that 4 repeats? There we go, that's better. No, it's not. Why do? Oh, it's because they fall from higher and higher, so they bounce more and more. That's why they're bouncing more and more, because they fall from higher and higher. Increasing gravity might. Maybe. I only have the option of enabling gravity. I have no option of setting the gravity scale. Really? Enable gravity and gravity group index. No. Great. What I could do is here's what we can do to make it so they don't have as big of a variation. Instead of multiplying it by 2000 by the index, we'll do this times what's the size of them? They're 6 times higher compared to 41. So they're about 250. So what we can do is times 250 plus 2000. There won't be as much of a delay between them. And honestly, that actually looks pretty good. I'll be honest, that does look pretty good. I'm gonna make this like 3.5 seconds. Yeah. Sure, let's go with that. You know, that's not bad. There, these are now rotated in the correct direction. I probably should do that for the other one as well. Make it rotate to face the camera. There we go. Okay. So now we have this randomly stacking drums. You can see the top one. He will be on top though. He will be on top, so he'll be blocking it a bit. And we can see that it does hit these. Did I just... I can rotate it? I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, I don't mind. It's kind of cool. Not intentional. I didn't intentionally make it rotatable like this. But you spin me right around, baby, right around, like a record, baby, right around, right around. Is that Lady Gaga? Is that who that's by? I'm very bad with. Why just when I come back he is sick? It's fine. Everything is fine. But good gods, don't worry. Nothing broke. Everything has been fine. Look, see, it's you know, here's our little pillar, and then we get this, and I can hit these, but I can't hit these. See? Everything is fine, guts. Everything is fine. That's why I said it. There are no problems here. Momentary panic, it's fun. Nah, there's never been any panic. So when it's hit, we now need to figure out which one it is. So I need to do a event dispatcher, hit drum, which will need a index of drum, or a symbol index. And then you, not you, bind event or to, what do I call it? Hit drum. Short-term memory loss. Basically, that's what that is. That is short-term memory loss. Because I'm clearly too old. Drum hit. Just on drum hit. So what we need to do is... come on, Zebra. That's insulting to goldfish. Goldfish have a better memory than me. Come on. That's rude to the goldfish. Let's have some decency here. He was not saying it's fine, you were watching in the past. Get last index, and we check if this is equal to last index. Okay. That is that parallel? That's not parallel. Why won't it have... I hate it all. Let's do this. Now, oh, there we go. Got him. A little bit of OC. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now, if I hit the correct one, from the top here, it will say correct. And if I hit anything else, it will not say it. And if I hit this one, correct. This one, no. This one, no. This one, yes. See? Because it's the correct one. Okay. Now, do we do it by the amount of damage? Do we do it by the amount of hits? Or do we do it just one hit and just the time is the time? So like, do we add an extra element besides time, like the damage or hits or anything? That's the question. And it's surrounding terms. I want... Oh, do I not have... Oops. I meant to have these in an array. Amount of damage. Also, some abilities may interfere with the mechanic. So I already am filtering out specifically melee and projectile hits. Things like toxic aura or dot damage go under spell or dot. They will not trigger. I thought ahead. It's the same thing with the previous mechanic. It's also filtered out to only work on basically the base melee and projectile attacks. I sometimes do smart things. Sometimes. Okay, so if it's amount of damage, then I should promote this to a variable. Or I could just do the damage math now. See, you're learning something from me, I guess. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sure. Like, I guess. Let's do... if I want to... I have the damage dealer here. Damage calculation. Here we go. Receive damage info. I can use... I love how I can use the receive damage info to get the information about its own info, basically. Crit chance success. I don't... Shit. Let's take a look. Wait, where am I? Wait, I'm plugging it in, but where am I getting the... I'm not doing it. This has not gone anywhere. What is... Hold on. Like, this is an input, but I'm not actually doing anything with it. I guess... because of the chances here. So, what was the point? You know what? Just do one of these. Just get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. Everything is fine. Throwing this to a variable. You know what? This should really happen after. Because I shouldn't need to do all these calculations unless I have to.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So I should promote this to a variable and then do that here. And then just pass it through, yeah. Look, I could be edumacated, okay? Edumacation is important. So make sure to get edumacated. This is gonna be the best boss I have, or it's gonna be the worst. Because it'll either be really fun or really annoying. I don't see any other options. I'm gonna hope for the first one. It's probably gonna be the last one. Tomorrow's Friday. Hey, yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, I'm technically not finished with my biome system. I might do some PCG stuff on stream tomorrow for Sunday's video. I'm close, but I might do some of that. We will see. We will see. I don't know if that is a promise or a threat. But it is one of those things. Pew. Let's back up. Yeah, so once it's here, I mean, I guess I don't. It'll do some damage. How much? How much health should these drums have? How much damage should you need to do? Do I care about the entire stats actor component just for this? Not really. Just, drum max health. Drum current health. Okay, so let's say the drums has $250 health by default. It's gonna be hard to say how much health it should have, because I don't have the math on how much damage you should really be doing realistically by floor 4, but we'll go with 250. You've been contemplating doing a short horror game for Halloween, but all the ideas you have are way more than simple / short games. Oh, woe is me. Okay, why are they not simple or short? Are they having too many mechanics? Too big of an area? What is causing it to be too big? What is the too big part? Oh, I need to do this only if it's for the right drum. So actually, I need to do this not here. You can do a walking simulator with jump scares. That's easy. You don't want to make something like that typical genre. But don't. But what is it that is making it seem like it's too big? I'm not saying that's not too big. I just want to know, like, what specifically makes it too big? Because maybe there's an easy solution to this. Receive damage info. Just pass this through. That's gone. Why does it do that? Camp? Dummy view, and then we'll just do these. Ideas you have currently are more narratively involved or do a lot more visual led work. I see. So then do an interactive story. If you want to do something like that, then just do an interactive story. Something like that. Instead of going 3D, you could do a visual novel. If you want to do like a scary story type thing. Also consider not going like full 3D environments. Then do a monster maker would be fun. Then the monster you just made is the enemy you have to challenge against. I mean, that is definitely fun. Modular creatures are definitely not on the easy side, so to scale that down, you would just not have it be custom monster, you just have a monster. And then while you're creating the second monster, make it so it's like a modular thing where you can just modify the first monster to be the second monster, and then make it a third monster. And then as you're just making these custom pre-made monsters, you'll eventually have a system where you can make custom monsters, right? But you just start with, there is no customization. You just have the monster. And you have to fight against it. Set up that game. And then you can go next. Does that make sense? Because that way you'll have a game, right? It might not be like the full grand game you envision of like customizing monsters and fighting them, but you'll have a game where you go fight monster. The very base of it. And then like the customization is an extra thing, right? All these things are extra. Because in the end of the day, that's the game loop, right? Is you go out and you fight monster. To make you go out and fight monster. And that's much narrower, and you can probably do that. I find it incredibly funny for someone to make the most screwed up monster characteristics, but it's actually the combo that's the hardest. Well, the premise of that is complicated, right? Because what are you Are you planning to customize the appearance, like the monster's abilities? Because like customizing the monster's abilities is like, okay, you just make a lot of abilities, and then they can just select which ones they want or whatever, right? But appearance becomes more complicated, of course. Depends on like if it's like AI stuff, it becomes more complicated, right? It's like, but then what is also the motivation of you also need to add a motivation of customizing this monster, right? Because then there's no point of customizing the monster if you can make a shitty monster, because that's just not going to be fun for the player, right? So you can see that where customization could be a downside. Hey Marcus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Characteristics dictates what they can do in whatever challenge mechanic you want to do. Now start with setting up one mechanic. Right? Just make a game where there's only one mechanic, one monster, and go from there. I'm doing all right. You're setting up a new ability for the boss. The more you think about it, the more fun it might actually be to create than play. You definitely need to do your recommendation of starting with one and go from there. Yeah. Do with one, try it out. You might be like, you know what? This is fun, or this one thing is not fun. And you know, the original idea is just like, maybe isn't the right thing. I know for a long time, not for a long time, for a while, I was hearing, you know, game design document, write everything down, plan everything out, right? And then, you know, you got your game design document and then you do things by the game design document. And I agree, if you're a production company and you have to get like a game out in a certain amount of time and you got to plan all this stuff, right? That's a good way of doing it because you have to manage people. If you're like a solo dev and you're trying to just make a good game, try things. Try something here, try something there. If it's fun, that means you're on the right track. If you're finding it not very fun, change it or remove it. And you get to a good spot where you're happy with the game, and it's a fun game. For indies, a generic outline is good enough just to give it a, yeah, exactly. When you have like an idea, direction, then you can start playing around and, you know, seeing what do you like, what do you not like, you know, maybe you think of this, you know, you really want to customize this monster, and then you like actually try it out and you realize as a player, I'm not having fun. Or maybe like, this is amazing. And you know what? In fact, I want to have even more customization. I want to be able to do this, this, and this now with this customization because that's a lot of fun in it, right? By just trying something and just getting even your own feedback. Yeah, you theoretically could be biased of your own stuff, but you just have to look at it from the point of view of a player, not as a developer. And as a player, are you having fun? This seems like an interesting thing. Could you see yourself doing this for hours at a time? Go from there. Good for communication, but solo, you found you thoroughly plan stuff out. You get stuck in your head about the entire design. Oh, if you thoroughly plan stuff out, you get stuck in your head for the entire design. Yeah, I have like general ideas, and then I try stuff. Like for this one, like I knew that I wanted, right, this whole stacking drum mechanic that I want to potentially knock things down, but now it's different. Now it's a pillar of drum comes down, and I have to now hit the note that appears here, right? And I have to do now potentially enough damage to this thing, and eventually, right, this will break. I haven't set it up yet. Oops. Get destroy actor, and then remove. Remove items, fine. No, we want to do remove index. Let's make it for now 200 health instead of what I have it at, 250. Actually, let's just make it 100 health for real testing. 100 health. It should be higher, but for my damage, I think 100 is fine. Okay, so we have this one. I feel like it should have broken already. What's the problem? Is this damage taken not working? Or damage calculation not working? Why is it not even printing? Okay. Okay, 0. There it is. Was I hit the wrong one? Okay, so it's printing 0. Is it printing 0 because of that? Yes. Why did it do that? Hey, Husky, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why did it do that? What? Like, it's removing the correct thing, right? Like, that's working, but why is it why is destroying the top one make it jump? Okay, what if I disable physics on it first? Well, I'll probably disable physics in all of them, but let's just... Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to disable physics after the tower's made, but I just want to see, do I need to disable on the top one or all of them? Let's find out. Probably all of them. Something's not right here. What? Why wasn't it breaking? Yeah, okay, so all of them. Got it. So let's do then on the drums. We'll say after 5 seconds. Turn off simulate physics. Like, there's no way of like having an event when physics like it stops moving. Physics volume change delegate. If the physics state doesn't change, it's still in physics. But like, I wish when like it stop, there's a way of me detecting when it stops moving. Powered by the sheer will to live. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same one in this case. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. I see the problem. I added 1 here. But I didn't subtract the 1 here. How did the other one line up? Yeah, I know it's the same symbol as well. How did it line up for the other one? This is correct. Sprinting, yeah. Still correct. 3 in a row? Seriously, what are the chances of 3 in a row? It's 1 and 64 times 8. 64 times 8. 128. 256. 512? 1 and 512? It's gone. I don't know, I keep hitting it. It's gone. Yeah, 512. Mental math. Oh, it's because I kept hitting it while... Okay, so we know this works, but when we do all of this, we need to then check if all of them are gone. So if empty, take all of them and I don't want to destroy them right away because we ran into this issue before. So instead, we're going to be doing a custom event. Destroy self. Set hit it in game. Set collision enabled to false. It's gonna complain to me unless I disable physics first, so set simulate physics to off. And then delay. And in 1 second, it's fine. Consider lifespan? No. We want it to be. We don't want a lifespan for these. We want it to specifically end when we want them to end. So now we want to do here is destroy self. Lifespan will just trigger from the creation of it. We don't want to trigger from the creation of it. We want to trigger when we want to. But we don't want to just destroy the actor itself. Because if we destroy the actor while in the middle of an attack, it's not happy.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
2 in a row again. Seriously, it was 3 notes in 5 of these, huh? Bam, done. Ta-da! Yeah, I know about lifespan, but I don't want to count it, right? I only want it to happen, like, there. On a specific moment. So that works. Yay! Okay. Wait for ads. It's warm. It's gonna get hot tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, it's gonna get hot again, guys. And it's gonna get even worse over the weekend. And Monday. Look at this. Not a cloud in sight. They're not even pretending anymore that there's clouds. It's just no. Pure sun. Screw you. Not a cloud in sight. Saying lifespan will just replace the delay node. Back to yelling at passing clouds. There are no clouds to yell at. They're killing the clouds. They're like, no clouds. Let me yell at my clouds. Yeah, hot days ahead. I'll survive. I mean, it's nearing the, it's gonna be the end of August, pretty much, after next week. So, we'll see. We'll see if it cools down. I hope so. Okay. So we have this drum stack working. Is there anything else we need to set up for it? I mean, aside from the boss needs to obviously jump on top of it when it, you know, after it spawns, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything else mechanic-wise, just for this part, though, we need to do. Let me just confirm that... I know I said it's not gonna work, like on Toxic Aura and all that stuff, right? Fire Aspect. None of this should work Fire Trail to trigger it. Yeah. I can turn these. If I run into them at the right angle, I can just turn them, which honestly is fine. I don't care about this little mechanic. I can't move them. I can turn them. I think just a little fun, little extra thing. Oh, we haven't added the timer. It's very important. Okay. Also, when it does destroy self, it also should do destroy itself. Otherwise, that'd be bad. Okay, how long should the timer be? How long should you have for this? And also, we probably should give it more health now. Failure. You're red. 10 for each barrel, so 50 seconds total. You have 50 seconds for this. So it'll be from here. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Seems way too much time. I think we go like 30 seconds. Maybe. Obviously, when you have, it will have more health, but you should also do more damage. I'm thinking 30 seconds. It's not a game over if you fail. It's just you take damage. And if you time the dodge correctly, you take no damage because you have invulnerability frames. So theoretically, if you're really good, you'll be able to time the dodge to just avoid the entire hit. Just saying. "29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I mean, even 30 seconds seems like it's not going to be very hard. But that's at this current health. Obviously, I'm about to increase the health so it's gonna be more difficult. But we can simulate what happens when I get a bunch of power-ups. So realistically, if I have 3, 4, so I'll have 7, 11, like 15 power-ups or so. Timer starts as soon as the ones that around start dropping, pretty much. As soon as that you see them start to drop, the timer starts. So if I had the option, I'll go. I have 15. I'm gonna go with the tier 1s only. 1, 2. 3. Not much, definitely speed damage, but 4. Orbiting orb's not gonna help. I could go glass cannon, but I think that's not fair. So if I just have those... 5. Six. Let's say 6. 6 of the 15 are damage increases. Level 1 only, to be fair. I'm not... Well, the timer should... Timer's still going. It'll just say print failure if I mess up. Failure. Okay, that was really good. That printing of failure was just before I finished. If I didn't dilly-dally a little more, that was good. I think that was good. For a base. Definitely need an audio key to help you, know you can move on. Yeah. It needs like a, or like some kind of like explosion sound or fall sound, something. To tell you that the next one, and that will help you a lot. So maybe at that point, it'll either increase the health of the drums or, play around with it. But at the current health, with 6 base level power-ups of damage, 6 different ones, not even like the upgraded versions, right? All I did was I gave myself the tier 1 versions. So instead of 5%, I could have 15% crit chance. Instead of 50% more damage, I could have 100% more damage, right? So I gave myself the minimums only, and that was enough. A lot of these are not going to be useful for this mechanic specifically. Because obviously, like, after being hit, dealing extra damage, you're not being hit right now. This will not help you. Being surrounded will not help you. Extra speed, last stand on, this will help you. Culling strike will not help you. Stuff like that. So, a lot of this won't help you, but a lot of this will. So, and it's the 4th boss, so you should have... By this point, you should have upgraded options for these. You should have tier 2, tier 3 for some of your cards. So, I think this is good. what we will need to do is add the failure state, but that will come with the actual boss. So the plan is, as before, he jumps up into the air, he lands on top of here, so he'll actually block a little bit of the vision for this. We'll see, but it shouldn't be too bad. He's a sprite after all. And then he's gonna do a dance or a drum solo or whatever it, he's gonna play his drums up top while this is happening. And if he makes it all the way to the bottom, he gets stunned, right? You get to do some free damage on him. And if he manages to, you run out of time, he needs to jump off, jump down, and do a massive AoE across the entire area. By entire area, I really mean that it's just going to hit you no matter where you are, because I'm not even going to do a trace to see if you're nearby. You're just going to get hit. It's just going to do damage to you, basically guaranteed. And the damage that he does to you will be based off how many drums are standing. So if all 5 drums are standing, he'll do 100% of the damage, which is going to be a lot. And if only 1 drum is standing, he will do 20% of your damage, because 20% of the drums are still standing. So, no, he will... The plan is for him to do, like, a lot of damage up here. Maybe, like, 4 or 5 times his damage. So maybe he does 5 times his damage up here. And then he goes down to 1x his damage down here. Good you haven't ruined it? Wait, what did you think I was going to ruin? What do you mean? What were you concerned about? So yeah, I'm thinking 5x up here, 1x down here. And he's gonna hit hard. If you just ignore the mechanic, you can. And you just time the dash. Theoretically, you could just avoid the entire thing. You see a dash basically when the impact happens. When the damage impact happens. And then just ignore the entire mechanic. Which, you know what? If that works, I think, why not? Go nuts. Yeah, you'll still be able to avoid it. Because I'll send the damage through the normal way. And if you just happen to be invulnerable in that time, you will not take damage. Yeah. I think that's good. Don't worry your guts. I haven't ruined it yet. The key word there is yet. I know you missed that word, but yet. I still have a very big chance of ruining it. Don't worry. Tomorrow I might do some PCG stuff on stream for Sunday's video. Maybe. Because I want to potentially finish up my little mini biome setup for Sunday. It might become a full series, like I mentioned before, depending on if people like it and if people want to see me flesh it out more. But I figured I'd just show like the very basic of it, like a basic setup. We're gonna have like a little biome system with partitioning, and go from there. This becomes very customizable. Yeah. Seasons? Wait, what? Series, not did I say seasons? I don't think I said seasons. A series. Boy, you love swamp season? It sounds like summer. That just sounds like summertime. Hey, Ellen, welcome in. How's it going? Been doing well. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's a biome joke. Oh, okay. I understand. Sorry. There you go. Enjoy. Anyways, guys. You learned a couple of things from watching me. Keep going. Man, all that watching, learned only 2 things. I'm not a good teacher, huh? It is what it is. Sometimes the truth hurts. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have fun. I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll carry on then. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.